what type of shit do you put in your mouth? Not just
cut, bleep.
Yeah, all right, so diet. It's, you know, diet and exercise is the thing that will help your health in so many different ways. But I have to admit, even from a personal trainer who loves exercise, diet is more important, and it's one of those things that travels with you, you know, 18 hours a day, sometimes even more. And so what I like to kind of go through is my diet and the simplest ways that I focus on it when I'm really trying to, you know, lean out, like if I'm about to go to Italy or something, I don't know. So the first kind of couple steps to do is we have to start with hydration. Hydration, 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 water, water, water. So you want to make sure that you're drinking plenty of water. That's what I focus with. So I increase my water intake. That's the first step. The second step is how can I pull out as much sugar as possible. I'm guilty of a sweet tooth. At the end of the day, after a good dinner, you know, my daughter's, she was trying to sabotage me with pumpkin pie that she made and an apple crumble. And I couldn't resist, it was too good. And I love seeing her smile when I eat her food. So those things I pull out of the diet, and that makes an immediate difference. So what does that look like? In the morning, it looks like a couple of eggs, maybe a little bit of oatmeal, but very little sugar, if anything, in the oatmeal. Then in the middle of the day, it looks like a little bit of protein, a little bit of greens. And then at the end of the day, having protein, some type of vegetables, and I will add a little bit of carbs because it helps with sleep. If you go completely no carbs, that first 2 weeks is hell, and having just a little bit of carbs at the end of the day will really help you get to full REM sleep. Now tell me, I know you had some questions as you're filming this. What's your questions?
So, do you have a favorite snack?
So usually when I'm in this route, I go the opposite way, where I try not to have snacks. I know, and I'm getting. I would rather have a slightly bigger breakfast or a slightly bigger lunch of the protein and vegetables than to have snacks throughout. Because usually most easy-going snacks have sugar and things like that. But I think mixed nuts are kind of easy kind of thing. Sometimes I would go with a high vegetable juice, kind of fresh juice and stuff like that. And I know it sounds awful, but it really does make a difference to make sure I have plenty of hydration within having the juice. I've done hummus. I do like that. So yeah, those are the things. But I really try not to do much snacking. When I'm trying to lean out, I don't go too much snacking. I think there is a point for a juice cleanse for somebody who needs to do a quick reset. I think the thing that I'm not quite behind, unless there's a strong medical reason, I don't like having a client do a juice cleanse longer than 3 days. I think if you're gonna reset your body, you can do it in 3 days unless you have something, you're medically obese, or you have something going on that is more extreme, that requires a more extreme take. But I usually think within 3 days of having just fresh squeezed juice, nothing that has preservatives, something that if you don't drink it in that first 4 days, it potentially could go bad. That type of juice is the type of juice cleanses that's great for up to 3 days, and it helps reset somebody's metabolism a little bit before they start to kind of get into a whole foods type of diet.
Do you own a juicer?
We did at one point, and we got rid of it, so I just now buy fresh juice.
It's a lot of cleanup.
It's a lot of cleanup, and for some reason, I prefer to, if I'm gonna have vegetables and stuff, and I'd rather do a smoothie. I'd rather just throw it in the blender, know that I have it all, and not have all this extra stuff, and I feel like it's wasteful. So that's the reason I usually will buy the juice if I want juice, and then if I want all the vegetables, I'll just do a smoothie. When I'm being really naughty, my favorite is an apple pie blossom with cookies and cream ice cream. Okay, so don't do that. But the thing that I do that I will do as a substitute for that if I want a little bit of sweetness is whole fat yogurt, regular yogurt, vanilla usually. It could be other flavors too. I like honey, like Trader Joe's has a good honey whole fat yogurt. And then I'll do a little bit of granola with dark chocolate on top. And it doesn't have to be much. I'm the type of person when it comes to food, I want the real deal or I don't want it at all. So I don't do the zero fat yogurt. I want the real, so I just get a smaller amount, get 3 to 5 bites, and that is plenty.
You live and work in Napa Valley. How do you avoid all of the wine drinking throughout the week?
Oh, good. Some of that's just like discipline. But I think a big picture is what usually happens is for me it's twice a week. We will have a dinner that I purposely will pair with a wine. And I'm okay with not having like a glass and a half on that day, and then the weekend one, maybe me and Jackie will be able to share the whole thing. So I think what also helps is when you wake up at 4:30 to 5:30 in the morning, the last thing you want to do is have too much wine the night before, so it curbs the necessity to do that.
What's your favorite type of wine?
I would say my favorite is Malbec. It's really bold. Having it with Argentinian food, having it with steak, having it with Mexican food, having it with something that maybe has chili. That's probably my favorite, especially as we go into the winter. I think I think Pinots are the most versatile wine. And then I like dry Chards or Sauv Blancs that have a citrus to it, because then I love to do it when I'll do, I don't know, I'm probably pronouncing this wrong, a pea dini, where it's like a salad on a pizza bread, or and just you fold that over, and I'll do like that, a little bit of avocado, chili lime shrimp, a little bit of goat cheese, and have a little bit of sauteed corn, a little bit of some citrus in there, and then fold that thing up, and then you have it with a nice glass that has a citrus kind of taste to it. Is good to go.
Do you have a favorite restaurant in Calistoga that you just love?
Ooh.
And you can eat there all the time?
I love all of Calistoga. No, I don't have a favorite in Calistoga like that I have to have. I have favorites? I have more favorites closer to work. And be also honest, when I'm at work, I don't go out to eat as much as we do when we're closer to where our house is in Santa Rosa. Are
you a coffee drinker in the morning?
I am not.
Me either.
Okay. Yeah. So
I love the taste, but I can't do caffeine.
Yeah. So I usually I'll do tea occasionally, but I only drink coffee in the evening to stay awake if we're going to a show or something.
Oh wow.
So I use it for the pure necessity of when I need it, and that's usually when you're waking up at 5:30. If you go to a comedy show that's starting at 7 or 8, to keep you going after dinner, get a little bit of a cappuccino or espresso to kind of make sure you have a little pick-me-up to kind of not fall asleep during the movie or the show.